the air coming on right when I'm recording. Anyways, hey roomies, how y'all doing? I'm kind of annoyed because if you're new here, welcome first off. And okay, so calm down. So first off, okay, I was making homemade Taco Bell, yeah? I bought this because it comes with the mild taco shells, as you guys can see, right? I'm gonna insert a clip because I ended up realizing that practically almost all the shells were broken in half. So while I'm trying to make this right, and every single shell, except I think one, is broken. Like, please. Do you see this? Be for real. So it's like, how am I supposed to be doing Taco Bell for real when they all broken in half? So we doing basically another nacho mukbang, except I got one whole one, except it's still kind of broken up at the top, at the rim. I don't know, bro. I tried. But anyways, we have the mild and hot Taco Bell sauces. I also have this spicy chipotle sauce. I actually really like this. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it on there, to be honest. But yeah, let me just move these out of the way. But yeah, girl, I was really sitting there like, how am I supposed to even for real record when I think I'm going to insert a clip, you know, what I'm working with. But I'm like, how am I supposed to for real dead ass eat? You know what I mean? So this is what my Taco Bell tacos are giving because all the taco shells were smashed up. Ghetto. But yes, so I ended up baking a cake to cheer myself up. I know y'all probably like, what does that have to do with anything? I don't know. But I am for sure. I made a spice cake and I got some cream cheese icing, I think it is. But yeah, I made that while I was making this. No, I did say I wanted some hot. But yeah, I did that to cheer myself up. I'm probably gonna turn it into like a little girl dinner. I don't even know what girl dinner is, but people were talking about it on TikTok and Twitter, and I'm like, I have girl dinners all the time. And I know tomorrow, I believe my fiance is supposed to be going out the house to hang out with our friends. I honestly don't want to go. For multiple reasons. Let me take a bite first. How am I even supposed to do this? So freaking ghetto. Girl, look at this. Just busting it wide. For what? I'm on 10 today. I'm so sorry. Oh. That's so good though. This low-key do taste just like Taco Bell. I'm sorry y'all, I'm a little hangry. So I had to buy the Taco Bell seasonings separately. That's so dang on good. But we're supposed to be going to this Korean restaurant with our friends. I don't want to go mainly because they're doing the whole, it's not called hibachi. I believe it's called something else in Korean. But pretty much they're doing a thing where they cook the food in front of you. But when you go to these restaurants, you can only get hibachi. Like, you can only get the stuff where they cook in front of you. You can't get the other stuff on the menu, like the other meals they have. And I don't like that because I don't really want to eat hibachi because I make hibachi practically every week, like at home. So I don't really want to eat it again because I already made it. I think Tuesday I made something similar to it. So I'm probably gonna have my fiance grab me something. But I know I'm gonna be recording tomorrow for my other channel because I haven't posted on there in like a month and a half. Oh. Just falling off the bone. I may do a fake girl dinner where I'm just eating cake since I baked the cake. I know for sure I'm gonna do a mukbang of me eating the cake just because. But I might have my fiance pick me up some fast food. Now I know in a previous video I mentioned that I'm probably not gonna be doing a whole bunch of actually buying fast food for real, but I do kind of have a taste for Burger King, KFC, like one of the KFC sandwiches. I only had them once, and I haven't had KFC. I think we had KFC like in January or sometime at the end of the year. And then before that, I hadn't had KFC in years. But I kind of want to get one of those sandwiches again, or I want to get Checkers. And don't hold me to it, but I might do a mukbang with one of those if he ends up going and getting fast food to bring home for me. But I don't see how I'm gonna feel, to be honest. Because after I record so many videos, sometimes I'm not in the mood to talk. I know today I'm recording 3 videos for this channel, so so good. The seasoning on this is really good. I wonder if they're gonna come out with ones like this that are Dorito. I forgot to ask, how y'all doing? I always forget. Y'all can have some. Oh, I'm dropping it out, I'm sorry. Y'all can't get that close. I do have topics, but I just want to know I gotta eat first. Tacos are so freaking messy. I made these with ground beef, but I might try making them with chicken next time. Either shredded or grilled chicken. And just put the Taco Bell seasoning on it. Let me know if y'all would try this. Also, y'all know what cracked me up? The woman on the box has yellow nail polish. And that kind of sent me a little bit, because I was like, man, they was really like, you gonna get this color scheme. You see my nails match the Choco, you want it? I was gonna use that Chipotle, but I think it'll be way too salty if I do. So I'm gonna just do this. Put the lettuce back in there. But yeah, this is the only one that was whole, and I feel like it's gonna be fragile and break. Hopefully it doesn't. See, look at that little piece there. Let's dip it. Yeah. That looks like an extra taco now. This is so good. And I don't care if these shells are broke. I'm eating this whole box. Because it's 12 of them. Well, it's 9 left. Because when I showed my fiance, I'm like, yeah, they're all busted up. And he was like, you got regular flour tortillas? I'm like, yep. He was like, go ahead. She was like, I don't want tacos. He said, I don't want nachos. I want actual tacos. And with the tortillas, we have big tortillas. So I was able to give him 2 big ones and just stuffed it with the meat. I also do have to mention, I didn't say this, but I did put mushroom in these to fill them out a little bit. That's normally what I do when, so for example, y'all know that the grocery stores, like, stuff is higher now, food-wise, so one way that I supplement is I'll get, I think it's like a 3-pound roll of ground beef, and I'll split it into 4, and then to supplement the meat, I'll add mushrooms to it, like chopped up mushrooms that I bought, washed, and froze, and chopped up, obviously. But yeah, I do that, and you know, it helps make meals stretch. So that's a little tip if y'all want, you know, to make y'all ground beef or like ground turkey or ground chicken stretch. And it tastes good too. Like, honestly, if I didn't know, I wouldn't be able to tell which mushroom in this. Especially since I've chopped them up kind of tiny. And blended it in as I was cooking the ground beef. That's seasoning, boy. That tastes so good. I'm proud of myself. A little box meal here. Get y'all some. I'll leave a link down below. Well, my bad. I'll leave multiple links to everything. So you guys can try it. So we could be twins, have the same meal. But yeah. Now I'm going to jump into the topics of the day. I think I have 3 topics. Actually, I don't know how many topics I have, to be completely honest. But I think the topics are related to friendships. So, actually, let me drink some water real quick. Also, if you guys want this, I got this in a set of a pack of 4. It's great if you don't want to use, like, buy water bottles repetitively, or if you're like on the go, want to go to the gym. I'll have the link in below. It's from Amazon, by the way. So the first topic says, why does my friend accuse me of doing the things she does? So the person is 24 years old and their friend is 25. They're both women. It says, my close friend tends to one-up me a lot, and she also makes little random digs about my appearance. I don't really mind the one-upping, as I don't think she does it on purpose, but I do mind the digs. I try to compliment her a lot, but she doesn't do it back. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I had a friend similar to this, just off the bat. I'm going to just tell you that. She had other issues. But I don't really like when people do stuff like that. Obviously, because I'm like, if you're my friend, don't get me wrong, it's one thing if you're telling me something doesn't look right on me to save me. Like, if you know something gonna embarrass me, you know, my wig crooked, the pants I'm wearing, you could see my panty lines real deep or something. You know, if it's something like that where it's like, girl, you know, you should change that because I could see this or I could see that, or you don't want to be showing this because I know how you are. Like, it would be different if someone was doing something like that, but for someone to intentionally antagonize you and basically speak badly about you or talk down to you, your appearance, to me it always gives they're trying to knock you down a peg, or they may look at you like, oh, she may think she's all that, so I'm going to say something negative about her so she could humble herself. Because, you know, some people are like that, and some people are personally insecure or they're jealous for whatever reason, and that's a personal problem. Again, my thing is if you gonna talk about somebody, offer constructive criticism, you know, or keep your comments to yourself. You know, a lot of people nowadays, people are not on that whole, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. People will just say whatever they think, and they don't really think about being kind to others, especially if they have internal issues that they're dealing with, or things that they're personally having issues with within themselves, you know? If they say, I try to compliment her, but she doesn't compliment back. I'm gonna be honest, if you have a friend and they don't really compliment you, it depends, you know, because it depends. Because my thing is do they compliment other people? Because if they compliment other people and they don't compliment you, you know that they have an issue with you or they feel some type of way about you. So, and also, don't expect compliments if they are not a person who compliments, if that makes sense. Like, if you've never seen them compliment anybody naturally about physical appearance or whatever, if you've never seen it before, I would probably let that go, because I know a lot of people, they think that friendship should be equal, and I'm kind of like, I like you if I like you. If I want to be cool with you, I'm going to be cool with you. You know, for me, it's more about how vulnerable I can be with the person, and if I can have a good time with them at the same time, and they can have a good time with me and be vulnerable with me when it comes to friendships. But a lot of people are very much tit for tat. That's how they feel friendship should go, and I'm not really a part of that gig, just because I'm like, I don't know, it gives very conditional. And don't get me wrong, some relationships should be conditional, but I feel like if it's a, well, I do this for you and you don't do this for me, and I feel like my friendship, you know, I just feel like that's weird personally. And the only reason why I probably feel like that's weird is because I tend to accept people as they are. And if I really have an issue with someone where someone is like doing something negative that could cause me issues, then I just remove them. But if it's real simple, like, you know, I don't know, because people's concepts of what they want for their relationships, their friendships are different from the way I am. I am very much a low maintenance friend, so I don't know, you know, it just really depends on your preference of what type of friendship you want to have. But someone said, but recently then we were out together, she accused me of being shady and a one-upper and always one-upping her. She also accused me of being jealous. What is her problem? Why is she accusing me of doing the things she does? So again, I had a friend that was similar to this, and in her case, I realized that she was jealous of the way people treated me. Like, they treated me differently from her. And she could have been jealous because of other things, but that was the main thing where I saw, I was like, yeah, you don't like when other people treat me the way you would want to be treated. And again, that's a personal problem, you know what I'm saying? You don't have control over what happens. But if she's accusing you of that, you know, some people tend to project. And, I mean, the most you could do is call her out on it and be like, explain to me. Explain to me how I'm one-upping you. Like, literally point out situations where I one-up you. Like, that's all you could do. And then you could even express situations where she one-upped you. Like, remember when you did this? Remember when you do that? You don't compliment me. Name a time you complimented me. Like, like if you really want to be petty. But to me, I would just get rid of this friendship personally. I'm real big on cutting people off if they make me feel negatively. Especially, like, with how old I am now. I'm like, I'll just cut somebody off real quick. Especially someone who talks crap about me and tries to one-up me and is comparing themselves or being jealous. It's like, you shouldn't have friends around who are like that. So the next topic is, this person who's writing this is an 18-year-old female and the friend is a male 22-year-old. It says, my friend won't give my money back. I'm going to just tell y'all right now, I feel like you should never lend friends money. Actually, you should never lend family or friends money unless you expected not to receive it back. So whatever you give, you should be willing to part from it and just wipe your hands of it, because, you know, sometimes that's how people fall out that way. When you could have just told them no, or I don't have it, you know what I mean? So it says, I've been friends with this guy for a while, and recently he asked me if he could borrow 200 pounds. Let's calculate how much 200 pounds is, because I'm USA based. So let's do pounds to dollars, and let's type in 200. So 200 pounds is around $254.68. So it says, I've been friends with this guy for a while. Recently, he asked me if he could borrow 200 pounds as he had nothing left and wasn't due to be paid until the following Monday. So as I am not one to watch a friend suffer, I loaned him the money after being told I would get the money back when he was paid. I had no issue waiting, but when Monday came and went and I didn't have the money, I got a bit disheartened. He then texted me saying I'll get it on Tuesday, so I'm waiting, and what do you know? I didn't. Further, he texted me on Wednesday saying I would have it back by 4:30 p.m. It's currently Sunday and I don't have the money. I wouldn't usually be so picky, but I don't even have a full 200 pounds in my bank currently, and I have almost 3 weeks until I get paid next. I had a massive holiday to pay for that took most of my funds, but I need that extra 200 pounds so I can eat. Okay. I'm not going to be judgmental because this person is 18 years old. But anybody, you know, for future reference, anybody who's watching this, don't ever give more than you can afford. Like, I know you may want to help your friend, may not want to see your friend struggle, but never, ever do that. Never, ever put yourself out. Like, if you know the way your bills looking, the way your struggles are looking, the way your money is, and you have certain things that you have to do, never give somebody money that you know you're going to need. Never do it. Because every time, I swear, I feel like, unless you knew for a fact that you could truly trust this person to get that much back, like where he's done it with somebody else, I'm like, even then, I would not do that. No. Just don't. So it says, he has refused to respond to me since Wednesday, but I had asked a friend to message him to see if he would respond to her, and he responded almost instantly. See? He dodging. I'm not going to have enough funds to eat for the next 3 weeks, and whatever money I do have, I need so I can eat when I'm on holiday. Should I keep hounding him for the money or give up? In my personal opinion, I feel like that friendship pretty much over until he contacts you. I feel like he basically got the money, did whatever he did with it, and realized, when am I ever going to have this amount to pay this person back like that? Like, or maybe he just spent his money and just thought he could use you and you would just let it slide. I don't know. But yeah, I would just wash my hands of that friend, to be honest. until they contact you, because it's definitely given they used you for this money and they want to avoid talking to you at this point, because it's just lie after lie at this point, you know what I mean? The next topic is, so the person is a 30-year-old male, and this says they have recently started seeing a girl who's 30 years old, but they previously slept with their friend who is 29 years old, and they slept with the friend casually 2 or 3 times. Alright, so it says, about 12 months ago, I had a pretty serious ankle operation, spent time on Tinder, and eventually matched with this girl who I knew and had casual sex with her 2 or 3 times. There was no feelings or dates, and it was literally a friends with benefits situation. Fast forward 12 months, and I have been on a few dates with her friend, and it's going really well. The girl I was friends with benefits with has moved to the Netherlands and is no longer in the picture. I really like the girl I'm seeing and don't want to ruin this because I could see a future with her. Should I tell her that I slept with her friend, and if so, at what point should I tell her? A part of me thinks my past sexual relationship shouldn't be an issue, especially when she was in a relationship at the time. What would you do? I guess my thing is did you know they were friends when you started talking to the new girl? The one that you're actually getting serious about? Because to me, I'm like, if you knew that they were friends, why would you even talk to the friend? Now, if you didn't know, I mean, I guess it depends how close of a friend they are. Because if they were acquaintance, I'd be like, I don't know, bro. And the fact that they in a whole other area, I'm like, I don't know. But to be honest, it'd probably be better to be like, yeah, so just to let you know, I did meet your friend on Tinder, and we ended up, you know, hanging out, being intimate. I would honestly just say hanging out, or I would say spending time with each other. And then if she asks, oh, why didn't it work out? And you could just be like, it was literally a Tinder hookup, and leave it at that. And I know that sounds so bad, I'm not gonna lie, because if it was me personally, I don't know, I personally would not want to date. Okay, so back in the day when I was single, right, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I wanted to date someone that one of my friends dated. I know I've had one of my friends want to date one of my exes. I don't think they knew that was my ex though. But he for sure knew that that was a friend. And I knew that he was trying to manipulate the situation and use her to get to me in a way. Because that man was crazy. I'm not going to hold you. I don't know. You know, I would... When younger me, I wouldn't tolerate that. I would honestly probably not want to date that person. And even me now, just with all the life experience I have now, I wouldn't recommend anybody talk to somebody who has been intimate with a friend in that close of a period of time. Like, it would be different if, you know, you had been intimate, went on a Tinder date with a friend, and this happened like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. But it's like, this happened within the past 12 months, and it was more than once. You know what I mean? So, even though it is the past, I know, I personally would be thinking like, they could potentially hook up again. However, the fact that this person is in a whole other area is like, okay, but at the same time, they could come back. You know what I mean? It would always be a lingering feeling. So either that friend would have to become an acquaintance real quick, where they couldn't be, you know, together, or like being as close of friends, or I don't know. It really depends on how close of a friendship that is. Because if they talk consistently, absolutely not. But if it's like an acquaintance, where it's like they had a couple classes, they don't really know each other too well, I don't know. And then it's also the factor that I don't think a lot of people understand that when you are friends with someone, right, and you end up finding out that they talked to someone, a lot of times people will share information about said person. Sometimes people don't, but a lot of times people will share about their escapades or their situationships or whatever. And you also have to think about the fact that people know their friends and the type of person that their friend is. So they may end up comparing and be like, well, you ended up dating her, but she's nothing like me. Or, I know that's my friend, but she has certain issues. Or, you were just randomly hooking up on Tinder. And you know, some people have this thing about morals and ethics too when it comes to just hooking up with people and not really knowing them. You know, it's just so many levels. I don't know. I mean, I would say tell them, but there's a chance that they probably not going to want to talk to you. Like, there is, depending on the person, I would say it's like a 45% chance they're not going to want to talk to you, depending on how close they are to that friend. But what do y'all think? Also, let me know what y'all think about the other topics that I talked about. Let me know if y'all would try this Taco Bell mild shell. If you would try any of... Would you try any of these sauces? And if you guys want to, like I said, I'll leave a link down below in the description box to these. But yeah, make sure you guys tell me what you would do in these situations. Let me know what you would do if you had a friend who was accusing you of one-upping them, or not a friend that didn't compliment you. How would you feel about that? Let me know if you would actually give a friend $250-something if you know that you needed, that was like your last, you knew that you was gonna need it to survive. Would you even give a friend money in general? Let me know in the comments. And then also, within this situation, would you date someone who you knew slept with one of your friends 2 to 3 times in the past 12 months? Would you? Or would you not? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you guys check out my other mukbangs. Make sure you guys check out my other playlists. I have a mukbang playlist, a dating advice playlist, and then I have some other playlists, but you guys can check out my description box. Also check out my channel, my homepage channel. It'll have some of the playlists listed on the front page. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed this Taco Bell mukbang. Stay blessed, stay positive. I'll be seeing you again soon.